that I truly believe that March 5th, that loss, in retrospect, in a few years' time, will be seen to be a turning point for the better, and probably the most positive thing that's happened to the team as a whole.
Did you have a heart-to-heart with Conor at any point after that fight? Did you sit down, just you and him? It all started with just you and him. No entourage, no trainers, no nothing, no celebrity. Did you ever sit down with him after 196 and say, look, we need, if we're going to do this again, if we're going to get this fight again, if we're going to show the world that we're the best, we need to change this, and that? Did that conversation ever happen between just you two?
100%. It happened the night of the loss.
Oh, wow.
We were about 2 or 3 hours together on the night of the loss, just talking about it. In truth, with a few drinks in our hands in the corner of a nightclub. But that was the beginning of it, and then of course we did from then on. And I, like I said, I had this friend Colin Byrne, and I reached out to him, and I told Conor, this is something I believe we have to do. We have to change things up, and in fairness to him, he 100% embraced it. And I was kind of surprised that these guys were able to get him out of bed early in the morning and get him following this routine. But once he got into it, Conor has this mentality. He can be sometimes hard to get onto something, but when he's on it, he's obsessed about it. He's absolutely obsessive. Now he's even more about structure than I am. So it's been fantastic.
You said, I believe it was in an article last week on the 42.ie, you do these sort of journals from time to time for them, especially revolving the big fights. You said that your reputation is at stake here in this fight. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. Do you truly believe that?
Yes, I do. I think this has been not everybody would have had the opportunity to do what we've done. In that, Conor, obviously because of his position in the UFC and his status, was able to get the rematch right away.
Yeah.
And we've had plenty of time to train for this. That's all I've really done since March 5th. This has been an obsession for both of us. And I truly believe we have all, kind of money was no object for the training camp. Time was no object for the training camp. I've got great coaches here in SBG that I could travel for as much as I wanted. They covered classes for me. The whole team is behind them. This means a lot to everybody on the team, and I do truly believe that this is an opportunity for us to show that we will have losses, we'll have stumbles, but we come back a hell of a lot better and we learn a lot from it. And I don't think this. I truly believe that this performance will show the technical superiority of Conor and our superiority in our approach to the contest and in our training methods. So yeah, I am putting a lot on this fight.
But when you say your reputation is at stake, I mean, as you know, a fight is a fight. Anything can happen. What will they then say? Let's say it doesn't go your way on Saturday. I know this is something you don't want to think about, but then you have people saying that, oh, SBG is not for real. You're not for real. I mean, to say your reputation, you've done a lot more than one fight.
Yeah. No, that's very true. I'm not too worried about what they say, by the way.
Fair enough.
No matter what happens on Saturday night, I'm going to hear a lot, one way or the other. But like I said, I think the first round of the fight was all Conor. I'm sure the three judges scored it for Conor. I think there is a technical superiority there. I don't think that will have changed with 18 weeks training. I don't think Nate will have been able to catch up on that. Clearly, the way the contest ended, there was a substantial conditioning difference between the two of them, and that's what we've changed. I think skill-wise, it takes maybe 10 years, the 10,000-hour rule, to get to a mastery level in something. But conditioning-wise, 18 weeks is a lifetime. We've had measurable, massive increases in endurance training. So put those two things together. I've said in another interview, it's kind of like that sort of Randy Couture style engine, that he never stops. Or you could maybe use Nate Diaz as the example of that. And then with that BJ Penn, super high skill level to go on top of that. And again, I'd use Conor McGregor for that now. And so I really think he's the somewhat perfect MMA fighter now.